Thank you for tuning in to another episode of WGC Fits. Today, we are going to start a process of trying to get Ian some new iron shafts because we got to change the spec a little bit because you're doing some stuff different in your swing.
We got to figure some things out.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit of education.
Yes.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to test some various different weights here. And really all we're trying to do with this first part of this is identify which weight makes sense with what Ian's trying to do. So, start us off, Ian. Talk a little bit about the goals.
What we're doing.
Yep.
So, after being here all the time and testing stuff out, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. I guess going into fitting and what shafts really do. And I've always played like a 125 gram thing because I thought that was the best for me. And then I try a Modus 120 and find out it's even stiffer than a 125, and then it's a little more.
Gets a little bit
accurate.
weird, right?
Yeah, it gets a little interesting. So we're just going to try some things.
We're just going to do some stuff.
We want to make sure that I am playing the correct stuff.
We're making moves and doing things.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to be testing
basic weights, right? I guess.
basic weights, and then for transparency, right? They're all going to be going in a Cobra MB head, and they're all going to be the KBS money taper profile because there's a lot of weights in that profile. And the first thing that Ian's curious about is there a certain weight that he is the most comfortable with? Yeah. So we're starting off with something in a 110 gram window.
Which already feels light, but we'll see.
It's definitely light, but to be thorough, we'll start here. Let's see what you got, bro.
Okay, we're hitting a 7-iron. It's a beautiful day in Ohio. You want me to just keep hitting them and then we'll talk later?
Let's look at 5 apiece here, and then we'll kind of see.
We'll reconvene.
Because a lot of this is going to be feel for you, right?
Yeah.
We know the numbers aren't going to be great, but we're not testing for numbers right now.
Or 110 is pretty good.
So sign him up. He wants a blade with a KBS money taper reg. Let's go. That was pretty good.
It just feels light, but not in a bad way. Like I still feel like I have control over it.
That's good. Because this is always what I've said, right? You swing really fast, but I've never called you like a heavy load kind of guy.
No, I'm not Tony Finau.
No.
I'm not AJ Rosati.
Definitely not.
Nowhere close.
But nor do you want to be.
Like I didn't strike that one particularly well.
But you're not losing it.
No.
And that's
like
the
that's an
important
okay
part.
miss.
Because I've seen when stuff gets a little too heavy for you, example, my 5 wood, right?
Oh, that's just death.
It just gets silly for you.
But your irons are real heavy and they're great. That's the weird thing.
Well, my heaviest club's technically my 5 wood.
Well, yes. But still, your irons are a lot heavier than mine. But I tend to hit them straighter for some reason.
You hit them really good.
I know. Okay, one more. I didn't really strike that one good either, but it worked.
Again, not bad. So here's what I want to do. We'll talk kind of briefly about these as you're hitting them, but then what I want you to do at the end is I want you to tell me, let me switch it out. I want you to tell me, without looking at any of this stuff yet, just feelings. Like, can you control it? Too much work? Not enough work?
I didn't have trouble closing the face.
And that's good.
For me, yes. Because I want to hit pull cuts.
Yes, you do.
And if the face is too open, then that's where we get way right.
That's when
you just felt light. I don't know. It was light, but I could still control it. I don't know. Let me hit something else.
Yep. This is 120 grams now.
Did my tempo seem quick?
No, it didn't look too bad actually. You looked pretty controlled there. That's what I was saying. Like that didn't look like something where if you had to play a round of golf with that, you couldn't, I should say.
I can feel the weight more here, whereas the other one I didn't really feel it anywhere.
And that's because this has got a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is the 120 now.
Same length?
Same
as,
length, same
as that
everything.
one.
Yep.
Okay. Like that one, I could feel like it not fighting me, but it would. I could feel where the head was a little better.
Like visually, I kind of like that ball flight. Like a little bit
Yeah.
lower, but you did get your little pool cut. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I don't know if this is weird, but it's almost like the club is.
Working with you,
Yes.
not against you.
Well, the other one wasn't working against me. It almost gave me complete control to where any minute thing I could do, I would do. But that could also be if I'm minutely off, then who knows where it would go.
I think what this is kind of boiling is I like you in a little bit of a lighter weight. You know?
Because the issue in my swing right now is getting stuck in here, and then I'd have to pull the club back anyway.
Exactly, because heavy leads to
Very Poppins.
heavy leads to having to pull, right? And we don't want
Well,
to
having it stay back there, and then I get
yeah,
lost.
because you have to get caught up, right?
Yeah.
And that's not a good window to be in
No.
when playing golf. So
You know what I mean?
yeah, makes perfect sense, dude.
But like with the 120, I can still get there. Like I'm fine with that pull. That's just left green. It didn't really draw, but whatever. It just started left and stayed left. Oh, it didn't get the spin on that one.
It's okay. Like I said, when this isn't a super data.
Oh yeah,
driven
we're
thing.
trying to just feel some stuff. Like I don't know. It's light enough I can control it, but heavy enough to where it's making me or working with me. Oh, I like that one. I'm glad it's downwind today, so we're not getting soaked.
Weather update, it's raining a little bit harder again.
There's a few puddles out there. That's fine.
So 120 again seems pretty controlled for you.
Yeah, like I can still swing at it if I'd want to swing at it, but there's enough. It's like the club is resisting closing. You know what I mean? Like I can still.
You can feel what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just
the
trying
best
to
way put it.
articulate it into words. Because I used to. So this one's 130, right?
This is the 130 now, yeah.
And Project X70s are 130. Because at a time I played those.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, at a time I played those, and I still think I have them in my AP2s.
For me, talking about weight, right? Weight is almost more important. Not even almost. Weight is more important than flex for a golf club. Because weight is the only thing you can feel, right?
Yeah.
If you can feel the club, you can play just about anything. When I try to play stuff
Oh,
in that plus 130 window,
this is a board.
it is. When I try to play stuff in that plus 130 window, right? I don't not like it, but because my bad elbow, it doesn't let me play a lot. Does that make sense? Like I feel like I can't like practice, for example, right, and do all the stuff that I'd want to do.
But you have heavy shaft wedges. Blah, blah, blah. You have heavy shafts in your wedges, right?
I do, but I'm not taking a
Full swing
lash
at
like
that.
I am with the 60, like I am.
You're not
with
taking a big hackaroonie at that one
So exactly, you know,
with that finish.
Well, that's this patented AJ finish right there, you know. No, but the iron shafts that I ended up kind of getting and kind of really liking, because you know I've been looking for something for a minute now,
Yeah.
because I needed something heavier than that Nippon.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be lighter than 130. You know,
One what?
130.
Yeah.
So I ended up in the Money Taper Stiff Plus.
Yeah.
Right, and that sits around 125-ish kind of grams, and that kind of works out well.
Yeah.
That's kind of my window. You know.
Yeah, this already feels like a board.
Well, give it a rip. Let's see. We will,
Like
we will
if
know
I
the
could-
difference.
Just holding it. If I could say the 110, I couldn't really feel anything. 120 was like, I could feel it. This weighs me down.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You feel like automatically you got to pull a little bit.
I gotta pull on this a bit. Definitely lower. Wow. Kind of had more of a boring ball flight. Mm-hmm. So I caught that a little high though on the face, but.
And that, do you know what that represents at times in a golf fitting?
What?
That you got to pull it to get down to the ball. All of a sudden, it starts to make a little sense, huh?
Yeah. You mean like early release and then it gets behind me?
Well, it's just
to time it.
Yeah, like a lot of windows. But like what I always see is when a guy starts really catching stuff high on the face and we start to lose a little bit of, let's say compression, right? It's typically the club is too heavy and they have that sensation of having to pull down to get back to it, right? That's the feeling. It leads to 100 different bad things in a golf swing, right?
Yeah.
But it's always kind of stemming from too much weight. I feel like I'm behind. I have to pull on the club to catch up.
And then it gets below me.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, to show you how important this is, right?
Same thing. What?
Here I am now mid-season, right? And have played, a bit of golf at this point and stuff, right? And I'm finding that my driver shaft, even though I loved it a couple months ago, is feeling too light. So I'm feeling like I got to get something a little bit heavier.
So your driver shaft was too light and extra stiff?
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
The profile of it, right? It just feels a little bit uncomfortable. Like I hit 2 drives today that were brilliant with it, right? Carried a mile and everything. But right after that, I tried to get into a couple, completely lost it. Just pull hooks, just like that iron you just hit.
Dead left.
Just pull hooks. And when I lose it, right, I make up for it with really fast hands at the bottom of the swing.
Yeah.
And it just becomes a hook machine.
That's not good.
Hook. And that's not what we like to play golf with.
No, you can't talk to a hook. Yeah, there. I kind of had to stay up, I feel like, on that one.
See, this just looks like it's work now for you.
It's what?
Work. Yeah.
My back says so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. But that was fine. Like that one I worked it more efficient. Yeah, it went a little farther.
Yeah, but like knowing you can never go out into a golf course and play a bunch of little hooks like this.
No.
No.
I don't know how to play golf like that. That was me trying to... Oh, that was perfect. Yeah, fell right. Yeah, this is too heavy. This is like my putter.
This is like my putter.
Yeah, you're a putter.
So let's not look at the numbers yet.
That's the thing, right? The dispersion's okay, except for the hook one, whatever.
Well, again, and this talks about the fitting window, right? Because you have to understand what type of shots you want to go and play.
Yeah.
Right? Sure, the dispersion's great and everything like that, right? But you know what the biggest Band-Aid is for someone who has bad action? Throw a ton of weight at them and then hit the ball straight and short.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not
what we're looking to do.
No.
Right? I want you to be efficient with it, and I want you to be able to get through around the golf and sit there and say that you're playing the shots you want to play.
Correct.
And if you want to play a pull cut, hitting 5 or 4 out of 5 shots and having them be a hook/draw, you're not going to be happy with that round of golf.
No.
I wouldn't be able to even see that round of golf. I'd quit. So I don't like seeing the ball do that.
Neither do I.
It upsets me. So just things to think about and things to look at.
Yeah, I like the 120, I guess.
I think you're in like that mid 120, 125 kind of window.
Yeah, because we did it with the Strixon video. Mm-hmm. We put the Modus 120 in.
Well, let's do this real quick. For just the purposes of the video, grab mine, because mine's a 125.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And they're similar lofts.
Very similar.
Okay, everybody, this is an I-59. This is an 8-iron. Wait a minute.
Not a 7-iron.
This is a wedge. Where's your set? Oh, it's right here.
I don't know. You put it someplace.
This is an I-59 7-iron retrospect?
Not retrospect, 1 degree weak.
1 degree weak with a 125 money taper.
Stiff
same
plus a half an inch.
Which is the same length we've been playing with. So.
Yep, and then the only other difference is mine are hard step twice. Just hit the golf ball.
So this thing has a 9-iron shaft in it?
Yeah. It's just a little stiffer.
And these are it still feels heavier?
These swing
Because
weight
you
out
swing
at-
weighted up a little
Yeah,
more?
these are a little bit pumped in terms of swing weight. These swing weighted like D6.5-ish.
But it's just the more head weight is what it feels.
Well, it's the heavier head weight coupled with the hard step.
Yeah.
They're playing like an X plus versus a stiff plus.
Okay. And for some reason I hit these great. Until this video where I will shank one.
Please don't shank my irons.
Like, what? Why? I don't get it.
That was so
good.
good.
That was just so perfect.
That was so good.
And it's just disturbing.
Now, again, right, these aren't the right lofts for you. These are my lofts.
Yeah.
Right? So different windows.
Like, that's too much spin for me.
Way too much spin. So we'd have to strengthen them for you. But that is so good.
It's frustrating. Like, just one after another. And that's my pull cut I want.
That's just good. So this week on, Ian's going to play the same clubs as AJ throughout this entire golf bag.
Almost hit the one.
That's pretty good still.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I thought it was going to be. So I need 120s, hard step them 3 times. Just basically put a lob wedge shaft in my
5-iron. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Just make it work.
Oh, that one.
Ball speed's still there. We just blocked it a hair. Look at that miss, though. Like, that's not even
That
edge
felt
of the green.
awful.
That's not even edge of the green. That's
I know.
like 15
That's right
feet.
edge. Right,
Yeah.
right. Like, that'll be on that group of 2. Maybe a little left of it.
It's going to be just past it because your ball speed's up by 1.5.
Oh, sorry, it went straight.
But still, I mean, it's not hard to see.
Yeah,
You're like a 120 to 125 guy.
yeah,
You just, you know.
yeah. I almost like the 120, though. We'll see.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, right? I'm actually thinking maybe something a hair lighter, but a hair stiffer.
Like hard step it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
AJ special.
thinking. The ages.
Get your side up, man.
All right.
You know? So this is a good kind of first part of this, right? And I want you guys to stay tuned because at the end of this, I don't know how many parts it's going to be, but at the end of this, we're going to get Ian some new iron shafts. And I think that we are in a good starting window here where
You know the weight.
we know kind of the weight and a decent bit about a profile that might work for him.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Let us know what you think. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.